Welcome back to Indiana Diecast Racing. This is Jim Designers and the Final Fantasy Fracas. Tonight we've got a very special event. We were sent some trucks for testing, and tonight they go head-to-head in the Truck Duckoff. First time ever here at IDR. First up, we've got Baja Bill from Hot Nuts Diecast Racing driving Spicy Bean, which weighs in at 56 grams. I'm trying to do this live this time, and I have no idea how long it's actually going to take between cars. But driver number 2 is Scrambler Sam, also from Hot Nuts Diecast, driving Scrambled Eggs, weighing in at a cool 60 grams. And next up, we've got Raptor Rick, also from Hot Nuts Diecast Racing, in Feathers. 60-gram Ford Ram something. Maybe I should have written those down first. And we've got Ggal, also from Hot Nuts Diecast, I'm sensing a theme here, in Black Bean with 2 wins. Oh, there's a typo, but I'm not going to fix it at this point. And then Marcus from Hot Nuts Diecast Racing, driving Call of Duty in the Gears of War truck, weighing 100 grams. And then we've got Bison Bob from Hot Nuts Diecast driving Moo Cow, weighing 78 grams. And for a change of pace, we've got Mr. Dark himself from Dubious Diecast driving Horns First, weighing 84 grams. And there's the lineup. Unfortunately, Scrambler Sam did not do well in testing, so he's automatically disqualified. He never made it to the bottom of the track. But we've got 5 other trucks that are going to go head-to-head in a series of runoffs. And there we've got Bill and Rick going down. Bill takes the initial lead, but I think, Rick is going to make the pass in turn 2. They go through Echo Base, Rick maintaining the lead. Oh, Rick wrecks, and Bill gets around, and he's going to coast to an opening lap victory. So Bill has the advantage. If he wins here, he takes the win, but Rick can reclaim here. This is not a best of 3. This is first to win 2 in a row. So Rick's got the lead. He maintains it through turn 2. Smooth through Echo Base and into the S. Around the Savage Square. And I think Rick is going to come away with the win here. And now Rick has the advantage. See if Bill can reclaim the advantage here. So far he's looking pretty good, but they're neck and neck. Bill leads into Echo Base, and Bill's still got the lead. Bill fends off Rick, unlike the first lap, and Rick wrecks, and Bill is going to regain the advantage. This is going to be a long video if they keep doing this. Rick now on the inside. He's got to win, or he will rack up a loss. He pulls away quickly, and he maintains it through turn 2. Rick looking good. Bill lagging well behind this time. This may be Rick's best lap, and he will regain the advantage once again. Now Bill on the inside, facing a loss. He's got a good start there, but I think Rick's going to pass him in turn 2, and he does. And this could be it. Rick leads. Bill's all over his bumper. Oh, Rick almost wrecks, but recovers. And Rick is going to take it to the house to take the first W on the day. So something I haven't mentioned yet, but only the top 4 drivers based on their final records will advance to a final group. And in that group, they will all fight for a single spot to replace Ace Ventura from Rust Belt Racing. Alright, Bill looking good this time against Ggal. And he's going to hold the lead through the Savage Square to take the first advantage. Then Ggal now starting on the inside. Ggal marginally ahead, but Bill's going to pass her in turn 2. Bill looking pretty good. Ggal staying right with him. Oh, Bill rolls over, and Ggal makes the pass in the final turn and will stave off the loss. Now taking the advantage and starting in that outside lane. Ooh, Bill with a good start. Ggal not able to take advantage of it. And Bill's going to come out at 2 in first. Oh, and something happens to Ggal. She has wrecked, so Bill's going to be able to coast easily to the finish line to regain the advantage. Now you may have noticed I'm not using that start area camera. It was more of a pain in the neck than I think the value it was providing. So we may go away from that here and when we go back to round 3. And Bill looking good. He's gonna take the W with 2 back-to-back wins. So Baja Bill now 1-1. Ggal drops to 0-1. Amazingly, we're 6.5 minutes in here. Baja Bill on the inside and Mr. Dark on the outside. Ooh, Mr. Dark with a strong start. He's going to get well ahead of Bill and 2 flies through Echo Base. I don't think Bill's going to stand a chance of catching him. They round the final turn. Oh, Bill has a chance to pass, but Mr. Dark holds on to take the advantage. It's probably those super fast wheels that Mr. Dark's got. Wow, Mr. Dark blows him away on the back straight. Camera's almost too close, we can't see the 2 cars. Mr. Dark well ahead, and he's easily going to shut down Baja Bill. So Mr. Dark gets his first win on the board. Baja Bill drops to 1-2. All right, next matchup, we've got Rick on the inside, Ggal on the outside. And Rick holds on to the lead. They round Echo Base into the Savage Square, and Rick pulls away. Rick is flying this time. Oh, he wrecks massively, knocks over the sign apparatus, and they're going to give that win to Ggal because she definitely would have taken that lap had that the track decoration not fallen on in the way. So Gal's got the advantage. Ooh, she manages to pull ahead after 2 turns. She leads into the Savage Square. Rick is wrecked. Wreckin' Rick should have been his name. And Gal will take a big win. She'll go up 1-1. Rick drops to 1-1. So all of this came about because I asked some folks if they would send me some off-road, like high center of gravity vehicles and mod them up to see how well they do on this track. And so far, pretty good, I'd say. We've got, well, there's Mr. Dark in the lead, and Rick trails. Oh, Rick is closing, gives him a tap, and they come to the line, and it's Mr. Dark. Mr. Dark now on the inside. Rascally Rick? Ranger? Oh, well, Rick is well behind already. They go through Hogwarts. Ooh, Rick having trouble in the back. I don't think he's going to catch Mr. Dark. Mr. Dark is going to run away with this one, 2-0. Oh, nice little spin at the end. Raptor Rick falls to 1-2, and Mr. Dark continues undefeated with 2 wins. All right, now we've got Ggal and was that Bison Bob? Ooh, Bison Bob with a strong start passes Ggal before they even hit turn 2. That's not a good sign for Ggal, but she's hanging with him. They round the Savage Square, and Bison Bob takes the first advantage. We'll see how he does on this other lane. Looking pretty good. Ggal might have a chance to pass him in turn 2. And it's close, but Bison Bob clears her. She's fighting. Oh, and she's rolled. This one's going to be a Bison Bob all the way. Bob with his first win. Ggal drops to 1 and 2. Alright, now we've got Ggal and Mr. Dark. Ooh, Mr. Dark with a great overpass and a pass, and he leads. Flies through Echo Base. Ggal unable to challenge, but she's slightly closing the gap. It's going to be close at the line, and Ggal spins out, allowing Mr. Dark to hold on for the win. And Ggal just not strong enough on that crossover downhill. She's not going to catch Mr. Dark. I think Mr. Dark's looking to go up 3-0, unless something crazy happens here. And crazy happens indeed! Ggal passes him at the line to take the advantage and avoid another loss. But man, I think Mr. Dark's going to come back here and take 2 in a row. He's just too smoking fast. I don't know why that one took me by surprise so much, because, you know, I saw what happened when I filmed this race, but that was like 47 million races ago, so I guess I forgot. Mr. Dark with the lead and the advantage, looking to put this one away. Ggal nowhere in sight. And Mr. Dark, oh, he spins out and slows, but he still takes the win. And here comes Ggal. Ggal drops to 1 and 3, while Mr. Dark puts up the turkey 3-0. So let me know in the comments if you like this live commentating format. Giving it a go. I've tried it in the past and it did not go well, so it is what it is. Alright, Mr. Dark again, fighting Bison Bob. Mr. Dark leads, but Bob rolls over. And this one's going to be no contest. Mr. Dark takes the early advantage. They go again. Let's see if Bison Bob can catch him on this down straight. I don't know what it is. The answer is no, he can't catch him. Mr. Dark is just so fast. He may be the class of the field here. This Bison Bob is not exactly slow, and he's well behind. That's going to be all Mr. Dark. He's undefeated with 4 wins, and Bison Bob drops to 1-1. I feel pretty good about saying Mr. Dark is probably going to be in that group of 4. What will we call it? The Final 4, the Fracas Final 4, the Truck 4, I don't know. But Bill outpaces Bob around turn 2. And Bill looking really good around the Savage Square. And Bill will take the initial advantage. They swap lanes. And Bison Bob now on the inside. And he's got a much better start this time. They go around turn 2 and Bison Bob holds the lead through Echo Base. And around the Savage Square with no problems, Bison Bob will take the second lap and steal the advantage away from Bill. There we go. Bob has the advantage, Bill with the marginal lead, but Bob's going to take it away. Bill is fighting on the outside, and he makes the pass in Echo Base. Probably the best pass today so far, aside from maybe Gastel's at the finish line. And Bill is going to regain the advantage. See if he can do 2 in a row against what is probably a superior teammate. He's not going to pass him in 2. Bison Bob looking pretty good. Get around the final turn, and Bob takes the advantage again. You know, if this happens too many times, we're going to have to If this happens too many times, we're going to have to figure out some sort of tiebreaker dealie. And Bill again with the pass on the inside. He may not have the fastest car, but man, he's got some mean chops at the wheel. Bill regains the lead. Seems like whoever starts on that inside lane is winning in this matchup. You may or may not have noticed there's been some minor cosmetic improvements to the track. We're going to continue to work on those. Just takes a lot of time. And I don't know if you noticed, but it has taken a long time to put this video together. So I wanted to focus on that rather than, making the track look pretty. I forget who has the advantage, but Bill gets ahead again. Bill rolls, and Bison Bob pushes through. I wonder if this is going to be it. Bison Bob wrecks and fails to get to the finish line. We're going to have to restart this one. And it is Bison Bob who has the advantage, so he would have taken the win there had he made it to the line. Craziness. And Bill's going to pass on the outside again. Definitely his signature move. Bison Bob wrecks this time, and Bill's going to come around, and he's going to regain the advantage. I want to thank Hot Nuts Diecast and Dubious Diecast for sending in their trucks for testing. I appreciate it. I think what I've learned here so far is you can race trucks on this track, but you really got to modify them so that the weight is way, way low on the chassis. All right, Bob again has the advantage, and Bill has the early lead. I don't know how many iterations of this matchup we've done. It feels like a lot. Bill again makes the pass. Oh, gets a little squirrely. And Bison Bob makes the last second pass to claim the victory. Bison Bob goes up 2-1. Baja Bill falls to 1-3. Hopefully you can't hear the 3D printer going on in the background, but trying to reprint a Death Star that I put together for the track. You may or may not notice in this video. I think that's Raptor Rick, who takes the lead from Bison Bob. Bob is wrecked. Raptor Rick is going to go up and take the advantage. Yep, that is Raptor Rick. Bob now on the inside. He gets the initial lead. They pass Hogwarts. Bob holding steady. Raptor Rick closes the gap. Gives him a tap. Oh, he spins on the final straight and allows Bison Bob to come away with the advantage. Here we go again. Raptor Rick now with the initial lead, but Bob's coming on strong. I think he's going to pass him in turn 2. It's close, but Raptor Rick regains the advantage on the lap. Raptor Rick out front. I don't know that Bob's going to catch him. And Rick takes that lap and gains the advantage for himself. Jeff, if you haven't noticed, I have posted the information for the next tournament on redlinederby.com, so make sure you get over there and check that out. Start getting your cars together. It will be a charity race for Beagle's RS Rescue. Bob regains the advantage, but Rick's now on the inside lane, and that seems to be the advantage lane in these head-to-head runoffs. Even Bob just seems to have trouble in turn 2, and Raptor Rick gets out front again. He's moving pretty quick this time, and Raptor Rick takes the win as Bob nearly flies off the track, but that only regains him the advantage. And now Bob is looking good. Rick unable to pass him too. Rick has wrecked, and Bob is going to take the lap victory. Bob is going to make the pass in turn 2 this time. Rick's struggling. He's fallen way behind. Bob is going to take this one to the line. And that's it. Bison Bob goes up 3-1. Raptor Rick 1-3. Alright, now we've got Bill and Marcus. First time on the track today for Marcus. Marcus looking pretty good. He makes the pass in turn 2, and he gets out front. Marcus sailing through the Savage Square. Oh, he rolls on his side, but crosses the line ahead of Bill to take the advantage. I think Marcus was the biggest and heaviest vehicle in today's competition, and it certainly seems to help his top speed. He is fast. Around the Savage Square with no problems this time, and Marcus shuts down Baja Bill very quickly to take his first win. Bill drops to 1-4, and I don't know if he's going to be able to recover from that to get into the Final Four. Marcus faces Ggal now. And, ooh, Marcus wrecks himself in turn 2. I don't even know how he did that. But Ggal is going to have an easy first lap. She's going to coast around to take the early advantage against a very tough competitor. All right, Ggal with the advantage. Marcus leads into turn 2, and he maintains it. Ggal not able to keep up this time. Marcus sliding around the Savage Square and takes the win to avoid the loss. Well, obviously. Marcus with the advantage. Ggal getting out front. Let's see if Marcus can make turn 2 this time. Oh, he rolls onto his side. And that's going to give another gimme to Ggal. And she's going to take that lap. Ggal with the advantage. If you didn't figure it out already, Marcus was, I think, the main character in the original Gears of War game, which is a pretty good game, a pretty good series of games. Marcus regains the advantage. He slides over to that outside lane now. He's going to have to see if he can hold it together in turn 2. And, ooh, he does. And he's got the lead now and a chance to steal the victory. Looking good through the Savage Square. He rolls on his roof and slides across for the W. Marcus now 2-0, dropping Ggal to 1-4. Those bottom 3 trucks looking pretty good. And that's going to be it for today. Like I mentioned, coming next year, Rollin' for the Dogs, a charity race tournament for Beagles RS Rescue. Check out the details on redlinederby.com. This has been Jim D for Indiana Diecast Racing. Be sure to check in next time for the second half of the Truck Duckoff.